Well, good afternoon, everyone. So thank everyone for joining us in today's session. I am Xiaotao from Zhipu AI, and Zhipu AI is just a startup in generative AI in China. And today it is my great honor to, on behalf of the research team in Zhipu AI, to introduce you a new member to the GLM family, which is the new generation model we have developed. So GLM is actually short for General Language Model, which is a unique model architecture we developed in 2021. And since then, we have been building a lot of models based on that, including pre-trained foundation models, vision language models, image generation, video generation models, agent models. And today, I would love to introduce you the GLM4+, which is our new generation of model series. So a brief introduction about Zhipu AI, which I actually catched up a little bit yesterday. Zhipu was founded in 2019, and our mission from day one is to teach machines to think like humans. And last year, we were actually listed as one of the new AI unicorns when we were valued around $1.6 billion. And this year, we are valued around $3 billion. And currently, we have over 800 employees, and more than 70% of them are researchers and developers. And we are devoted to provide the frontier models and the best services to everyone, and try to open source most of our research so the researchers and developers can benefit from it. And so far, the GLM family have included like many models, including chat models, vision models, code generation, image generation, video generation, and also agent models. And if you look at it, our research directions are really broad and have a great overlap with the best tech companies so far, like OpenAI and Anthropic. And in 2022, we developed and open sourced our first generation of foundation model, which is the GLM model with 130 billion parameters. And at that time, in the Helm evaluation benchmark released by Stanford, we had similar performance with the GPT-3 foundation model in accuracy and toxicity testing. And we were ranked #1 in robustness and collaboration. And since then, we've been building our generations of models based on that. And the performance of the GLM model have been evolving since then. And currently, we are approaching the human baseline in the MMLU benchmark, which we think is a good benchmark to evaluate the model's capability in knowledge and reasoning. And we're trying to do a better job. And you can actually have a try of the model on in.chatglm.cn. We actually launched the mobile app and also the API platform for everyone to use our model. And here is just a quick example we tested last week that you can ask it that I bought 5 apples today and I ate one yesterday. How many apples do I have left? And we compared our result with the GPT and Anthropic, the cloud model, and also the Llama model. And both GPT and Llama think that I still have 4 apples left. But ChatGLM will tell you that you should still have 5 apples because the apple you ate yesterday has nothing to do with the apple you left today. So besides multi-turn dialogue, it can also use tools like web searching and code generation and image generation to accomplish more complex tasks. So feel free to have a try if you can scan the code here. And also, as I said, we were devoted to the open source community as well. So far, we have over 8 repos with more than 5,000 stars on GitHub. And we are having a rising trending in our impact to the open source community. Because the core members of Zhipu AI actually come from the data mining group in Tsinghua University. So we're actually no strangers to the KDD community and the open source community. And we were ranked in top 5 most popular generative AI accounts on GitHub as well. So today, I would love to share with you our new development in the GLM family, which we call GLM4+ family, including the new generation of text foundation model, GLM4+, and the image and video analysis model, GLM4V plus V for vision, and also image generation model, CogView 3+, and the video generation model, CogView X. So let's first take a look at the new generation of the foundation model. So far, we have achieved comparable performance with GPT-4o and Cloud 3.5 Sonnet, which we think are as a state-of-the-art foundation model so far. We do not want to overclaim that we have outperformed these best models so far, but I think it's safe to say that we are approaching them. In this generation, we actually benefit a lot from high-quality synthetic data because, as you see, that most of the pre-training models so far has almost consumed all the open data on web, like in Common Crawl. So synthetic data has become extremely important, and we find that we can benefit a lot from that. And also, reinforcement learning from human feedback is important as well. And using PPO, we were able to boost the performance for around 5%. And the performance actually boosts in alignment, mass code reasoning, and instruction following. And also, so the context window is extremely important. That how many tokens can you take as input is extremely important to decide the ceiling of the complexity of the task you can handle. So in the long context evaluation, also we achieved comparable performance with GPT-4o, and we are doing slightly better job than the Cloud 3.5. And so that is the text foundation model, but it has its own limitations because in many scenarios, text is not enough. You really want the model to take an image or a video as input to really understand what's going on there, to help you analyze the content in vision format. So we also, based on the GLM4 Plus foundation model, we developed this GLM4V Plus model with vision capability. So you can take an image and also a video in the form of a sequence of frames as the input. And we developed this architecture where you have a VIT encoder to extract features from the images and videos, and you use adapter to align the spaces between vision and the text features. And then we use a pre-trained text encoder, like using the word embedding to turn the input text into text features, and then you mix all those features in the vision decoder based on GLM or Llama, whatever the powerful foundation model you want to use, and you got the output text. And in this architecture, we can achieve image analysis, video analysis, and also multi-turn dialogue. So I hope you are having a good time here in Barcelona. I certainly am, and I also love the food here. But one problem I come across recently is that I cannot read the menu in Spanish. So we actually throw the menu to our model to ask it to translate the menu for me to English and Chinese, and actually it does a great job. We actually did a lot when we traveled to different countries that we tried these in Germany and in Spain and in France, and I think in most countries it actually did a good job. And also another case I want to show here is that it can read the screenshot of a web page and it can do question answering. For example, you can ask it to translate this screenshot of the web page to the HTML code for me so that I can quickly reproduce the web page. So you just ask it to generate this HTML code, and our model will tell me that I can provide you with a basic structure of the HTML. Of course, it will not give you the perfect code, but it will give you the basic structure of it. And based on the code, if you render it in the browser, you can see that it almost preserves all the important elements in the web page, and with just a few modifications, you can get the original web page. So it tells us that based on the strong vision capability, actually we can extend the text language model to help us handle more complex tasks. And we think this is a very important foundation in the future, especially for vision-based agents. That it can read the content on your screen and based on those pixel level information to help you to do decision and long-term planning and even execute those actions for you. And that's another very important direction that we are working on based on this foundation model. And in terms of the evaluation results, again, we are achieving comparable performance with GPT-4o and Cloud 3.5. We're still trying to do a better job on the MMU benchmark, but on all other benchmarks, we're doing well, and even in some benchmarks, we have some advantages. And you can easily extend the image analysis model to a video analysis model, and this is a video shot this morning in this KDD conference. So there are two beautiful girls here, and you can take a video of that and ask the model what happened in the video, and also you can ask it to recognize the text appearing in the video, and it does a good job. But this is a simple example that you can easily do this analysis with just an image understanding model. You do not need a video understanding model to do so, right? You can just extract the frames from the video and ask an image recognition model to help you tackle these problems. But an image recognition model cannot do those analysis on dynamic movement in the video because it does not have the connection between different frames. So let's test it with a more complex one that I give it a video of a basketball game and ask it questions about those dynamic movement. For example, which direction did the player in the green jersey run after receiving the ball? And the model correctly says that it runs from left to right. And you got to understand the connections between all those frames to correctly answer these kind of questions. And also, a powerful capability of the model is that it can answer those temporal questions. For example, what is the highlight of the video, and at which second does it happen? And since we actually feed the information about the time, the time steps to the model, so it is able to perceive the time information and give me correct answer about those temporal questions. And as a comparison, we think so far Gemini is doing a really great job in video recognition. And in the recent benchmarks on video analysis, the MV bench and LV bench, which is short for long video bench, we are achieving a competitive performance, we think. And those test cases in the MV bench, they are relatively short videos, but we really want to see the performance on those long videos. And we find that on the LV bench, we also achieved quite good performance. And in terms of features, we can answer temporal questions. We can do multi-turn dialogue, and we also support both English and Chinese. And we're still working on it, but we think this is an exciting step towards a real intelligent foundation model. And if you integrate video understanding model and audio understanding model, and also audio generation model, you can have a real-time interaction system with human users easily. And so based on all the foundation model, I have just introduced the text foundation model, the vision foundation model, the video understanding model. We can actually build some really cool demos here. So I'll show an example here. I'm really sorry that the video is in Chinese, but we add some English subtitles for you.
我想跟你玩一个你画我猜的游戏，然后你稍等我一下，我现在来画一下。
好的，那我们开始吧。你画一个简单的形状，我猜是什么？
So this is a demo on the mobile phone that you can, through your camera, you can take those videos in real
你来
time.
看一下这幅画面是什么成语？
这是一幅画，上面有一个长条形的生物，身体上有多个角，头部有简单的面部特征，下面有一个圆圈和叉号。这幅画可能代表的是画蛇添足这个成语，你觉得呢？
我觉得你猜得很对，它是画蛇添足。
Our researchers are
嗨，
not
大
very
家
good
好
at drawing.
欢迎来到今天智谱 AI 的 Room Tour。那么今天呢，由我们最新的小智来当导览员，带大家游览我们的公司。
你们公司的名字是智谱 AI， 这个标志非常醒目。
你知道我们公司是做什么的吗？
看起来是专注于人工智能技术的研发和应用。你们在哪个领域最擅长呢？
我们在大模型领域最擅长哦。来，让我带你看看我们的公司吧。
你们公司的环境非常现代化，办公区域宽敞明亮，有木质地板和天花板上的灯光装饰，还有绿色植物点缀。
让我们看看他正在做什么。
我正在看这篇论文呢。
啊，小智，你能看看这篇论文上的这个图上的两条
You
曲
can
线
also
是什么
help
意
us
思
do
吗？
research as well.
好的，这个图展示了训练损失和验证损失随模型复杂度变化的关系。 左边的曲线代表训练损失，右边的曲线代表验证损失。在模型复杂度较低时，两条曲线的差距较小，说明模型还没有很好的捕捉到数据的特征。随着模型复杂度的增加，训练损失逐渐下降，而验证损失先下降后上升。这表明模型在训练过程中可能存在过拟合的问题。
吕欣，你觉得它怎么样？
哇，我觉得它答得很棒。
小智，能不能帮我介绍一下这只猫呀？
好的，这是一只美国短毛猫，灰白相间的毛发和独特的条纹让它看起来非常优雅。美国短毛猫通常性格温顺、友善，非常适合家庭饲养。
你觉得它现在在想什么呀？
它好像在打量周围的环境。美国短毛猫通常很好奇，喜欢观察周围的一切。如果给它一个安全、安静的小窝，它会觉得特别舒服。
而且它最近老是不爱喝水，应该怎么办？
可以试试自动饮水机吸引它的兴趣。另外，也可以通过调整饮食结构来帮助补充水分，比如选择高湿度的罐头食品。
好呀，谢谢小智。
爸，
怎么了？
这道题怎么写？
最近小智新上了一个功能，让小智来教你吧。
下午好，有什么可以帮助你的吗？
来讲一下第5题吧。
好的，我们先来看一下第5题的内容。已知1与2互余，且1等于35度，则2的弧角的度数为。首先，题目说1和2是互余角，你知道什么是互余角吗？
不知道。
互余角是指两个角的和为90度，所以我们可以根据这个关系来求2。你能算一下吗？
是90减去35等于55度。
对，2是55度。那么现在我们来看弧角的概念，弧角是指两个角的和为180度，所以我们需要求2的弧角，就是180度减去2。你能算出来吗？
是180减去55吗？等于125度。
很好，所以2的弧角的度数就是125度。你做得很棒，有什么不明白的地方吗？
没有了。
有什么可以帮助你的吗？
你可以带我读一下单词吗？
当然可以。你想从哪个单词开始呢？
请问这个单词怎么读？
你圈住的单词是 vegetable，
And you can make some interactions with the screen as well.
Vegetable 的意思是蔬菜。
它的发音是 vegetable 吗？
不是哦，这个单词是 vegetable， 试着把每个音节都发清楚。
是读 vegetable 吗？
非常好。你读得很标准。
接下来你要把我说的中文翻译成英文，把我说的英文翻译成中文。
好的，请告诉我您需要翻译的内容。
你今年多大了？
How old are you this year?
I am 8 years old this year.
我现在8岁了。
很好。
So he certainly is a much more patient teacher than I am. And so this is still on a very early age, and we are still handling a lot of research and engineering issues as well, especially the latency of audio. But we think this is a very exciting direction to go, and it has the potential to really bring more convenience and fun to our daily life. And this is we're testing our demo on the KDD conference yesterday.
这是什么？
As you see, we're still working on the latency.
这是在展示 Zhipu AI， 一个 AI 公司的标志。
So you can easily recognize text and those objects around you.
好的，
这是什么？
明白了。这是一张招聘海报，上面有 Zhipu AI 的标志。
这呢？这是什么？
这是展台上的一个展示板，上面有一些徽章和标签。
你看看这是什么动物？
让我看看，这是一个蝴蝶形状的徽章。
你看他们在做什么？
他们两人正在掰手腕。
Yeah, as I said, it's still on early age, but it's really a great fun to play with it every day. Please feel free to scan the code and apply for beta, and we will send you a notification once we launch it. And so far we have talked about those foundation models in content analysis, including text, image, and video. But as Professor Feynman said, what I cannot create, I do not understand. So we also spend a lot of time doing research on those generation models, especially in image and video generation. We actually started this research in 2021 when we developed this CogView model in an autoaggressive way. We actually launched it at the same time with the first generation of DALL-E model. Of course, we are a few days later, unfortunately. And since then, we have been developing and improving our technique. And in this July, we released the new generation of CogView, CogVideo X model with the diffusion transformer. And so far, it can generate relatively high-quality videos. And we are also upgrading our CogView model to CogView 3+. And you can see that so far it can generate really high-quality images on real-life objects and also some surreal scenes in different styles. In the instruction, you can give it a description of the image you want to generate and also the style you want it to be in. And also, you can even specify the atmosphere you want the image to present. And here is some comparison with the state-of-the-art image generation or most popular models. And compared to Midjourney, DALL-E, and Flux, we think at least we can achieve comparable performance with them, that we can generate very high-quality images, and we follow user instructions really well. If you look at these examples on the first row, I think Midjourney and Flux are both doing a great job in picturing this car. And the image generated by DALL-E 3, the style is a little, I think it's not as good as the other ones. And on the second row, we try to test it on the instruction following capability. We ask it to draw an image with 2 red cubes on the top and 1 green cube on the bottom. And Midjourney and Flux actually failed the task by putting different numbers of cubes or the wrong color. But actually, CogView and DALL-E 3 did a great job. And with the very same model, we can actually also take the mixed input of text and image to achieve image editing. That we can modify the facial expression of the character in the image, and we can also modify the background, the texture, and the object in the image as well. So you can see that it can naturally fuse different components and background and texture in the image to generate a high-quality image. And in terms of performance, I think so far we achieved comparable performance with Midjourney V6 and the recently released Flux model. And we have 2 versions of Cog 3 Plus. The full version is slightly slow, but generates relatively high-quality images. And we can make a trade-off between the quality and the efficiency to enjoy an even faster inference, but sacrifice a little bit of the quality. That we have this light version, which is 4 times faster. And actually, based on the very same model architecture, we can extend the 2D image generation to the 3D space to do video generation. And we present you the CogVideo X model that we just developed in July. And we can turn text instructions into video. For example, in this case, we ask it to generate a video about a little Legoman driving a sports car on the highway. And you can also ask it to change the style to a science fiction style. And so far, it can generate fluent videos, even though it has never seen this in the training data. And also, we can turn a static image into a video, and we add a little music to it to make it look a little better. And it's really hard for a model to really understand physical laws and generate videos without any flaws. But I think this is an important step for us in the field of generative AI. And And the challenge in generating videos is that it's really hard to maintain those consistency between both temporal and the spatial dimension. So we did some ablation studies on the design choices in model architecture. For example, we applied this 3D full attention across the spatial and temporal dimension. That means that you can really view the video as a 3D data, and you can do full attention across every pixel, even across different frames. And we find that this actually helps in preserve the better consistency especially between frames. And also we apply this frame packing technique for more efficient varying length training, which means that you can put videos with different numbers of frames in the same batch for training. And specifically, you can view an image as a video with just one frame, right? So you can achieve joint training of image generation and video generation in this one unified architecture. And also, current days, the most successful paradigm for training these generation models is latent diffusion technique, where you first compress the Gaussian noise with a autoencoder. And we find that 3D causal variational autoencoder is actually more effective than a 2D version in preserving the consistency. If you look at the videos, the cases here, you find that the 3D VAE model actually achieves more stable picture quality than a 2D version in terms of compression. So for evaluation results, actually, we find that on the recent benchmarks for video generation, we actually achieve even better performance than most of the video generation models where we can find public API or the open source ones. So we have launched the API for this model, and we launched it in our mobile app, and we're trying to open source the code and the checkpoint. So today we are open sourcing the CogVideo X model with 5 billion parameters, and a more developer-friendly license for CogVideo X with 2 billion parameters. You can feel free to develop apps for your own business based on our open source model for video generation. All our code are published in our repo here, and you can easily download all the resource and get all the components you need. For example, the text encoder just in the repo, and run the script we provide. And also, prompt optimization is critical for video generation as well. And we also provide you the script to optimize your prompt to generate even more high-quality videos. And this is actually another video generated by one attendee in KDD. I know I presented one yesterday, and he turns out to update it a little bit. This shows that ZhipuAI is playing card on the same table with OpenAI, Google, and Anthropic. Yeah, it's quite interesting. And please feel free to scan the code, but the code is actually the Chinese version of the mobile app, and I put the URL here. So if you're interested, you can go to the English version on your computer to generate videos based on our model. So that's all for today's talk, and I put the URL for our API platform, our mobile app, and our open source repo here. So I hope you enjoy all of the techniques we open source and develop. Yeah, thank you very much. We can take a few questions if you have any.